view her as someone to fix, someone to make right, because I couldn't do this. She's going to be everything I wasn't, blah, 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 trying to make her whole. And I was too dumb to realize that she's already whole, that God makes no mistakes. God makes people how they are. And he gives us to us parents because we're supposed to know better. We're supposed to do better. And sometimes we don't. We fall short. And then instead of admitting to ourselves when we go wrong, now we're ashamed. So now we're acting out of fear, acting out of shame, and teaching our kids all this shit, sending them out into the world to attract people that are going to do worse. Or they link up with kids that are in environments with people who don't know any better. So when I ask you, who the fuck is raising your kids? If you know you're not present, and let's just be honest, I'm honest with myself, and this isn't just you, Taurus, this is everybody, because I know people are going to cross-watch these videos. Who's raising your children? I get upset about it, and I get passionate about it, because I just love kids so much. And since I've walked in and found myself and shed a little light, lit up the end of the tunnel for my inner child, I really see that these kids are not getting what they deserve. I see that they are the ones literally being attacked. And we don't even know it. They don't want our old asses. I'm not calling myself old, but they don't want us. They don't want us because we're set in our ways. They want the children. And if you don't allow yourself to be a child, if you don't allow yourself to think like a child, if you don't allow yourself to feel childlike emotions, you're not going to connect. That's why we have jobs that crush our souls. That's why we go work and make money for other people. Taurus, you're focused on making money for someone else while you're making maybe right now $15 an hour, $14 an hour. The person you're working for, the same people that don't give a fuck when your children are sick, the same people that don't want to give you your vacation because you can't take a vacation right now because there's no workers, the same people that you literally miss raising your children for, don't give a fuck about you. But at the same time, what you need to know is they don't hold power over your survival in this world. God does. And that's the illusion that you need to break from. 5, let that go because that's not real. Let's step into the hidden realms. What's going on behind the scenes? What are some hidden messages? Some hidden scenes messages that we need to know about, Taurus. Oop, here we go. Nothing but goodness. Oop, I grabbed that one. I'm going to do one more. Feel it. 4 is all around. You're being heavily protected, Taurus. I think you're being heavily protected because you're going to see a lot of things and you're going to doubt yourself. Maybe you'll think you're crazy, but you're not crazy, honey. Not at all. One more good rip, please. I've got nothing but goodness for you right here, Taurus. Nothing but goodness for you. All right, so the Queen of Light, illumination, enlightenment, celebration. It's time to celebrate. I'm not talking about getting drunk. I'm not talking about getting fucked up. I'm talking about a real celebration. Let me tell you why, boo. Because our inner self, you see all that light, that bright light around her? Our inner self is coming out. She's starting to shine through. She starting to shine through. Souls, I don't even think that they really have genders. Souls. But we're being illuminated. That also means, though, whatever's dark's coming out to light. You can't stop that. That is nature, honey. That is what we are intended to do here. You can't stop human evolution. There was like this hoax that we had evolved. That humans were just where we are, and that's all we were brought here for. No. There was another step in the evolution. They just didn't want you to know. If it seems like you know more, if it seems like you should be excited, please be. There is reason to be. 1, because right now, we are creating our reality with our thoughts like that. Like that. Can't even snap my damn finger because I've been snapping it so much. We're creating our reality like that. We're being given infinite knowledge, but we have to be open. This right here is someone who's open. I'm open. I'm aware. I'm receiving. This is how we give and receive right here, our hands. Always an energetic exchange right here. If you heat that up, You can feel that. That's what Reiki. Got some Reiki healers coming up too. Some people wanting to do Reiki. Tap in. Tap in. We need more healing. And I honestly feel like because Tauruses are earth signs and they've got that green thumb and they have to know how to tend to the land, you have to have a very delicate hand. You have to have a healing touch. Look into Reiki, because you probably have that touch. Enlightenment, celebration. 5, let go of the old. I'm just going to say it like that. Things that no longer fit us, they're going anyway. Don't resist, though. Just let them go. If he wants to walk his ass out the door, let him go. If she don't want to be with you, let her go. Let it all go. If you're trying to live in a house and you can't pay the bills, I won't say let it go. Let worry go. You can't say trust God and worry. God is always going to take care of his people. We're all his people. We're all his people. But some of us have karmic energies that we need to clear. That's how karma ties in. We're all his people. It's not a favoritism contest. But he's an accountable God. He's the parent that holds you accountable. He's the parent that there is no slick shit because he sees everything. 1 in 5 is 6. You want to know how to get illuminated? You want to know how to get to the light? You want to know how to get to the pearly whites? You want to know how to get home? Spend time with your 3-year-old self. If you don't know what a 3-year-old acts like, if you got 3-year-olds, go find out. My 3-year-old asked me if I wanted to go outside and play today. I haven't yet, but I'm going to take him outside and play today. Because he realizes the child in me. And I need to realize the child in him. The Hawk Prince, spirit communication, paying attention. Y'all simply ain't paying attention. And I had the ancestors tell y'all the same thing. Pay attention. Quit being so damn hard-headed. Because a hard head makes for a soft ass. So when God spanks that ass because you don't want to listen, that's on you. Because you had a choice. I hate to put it this way, but he's tired of the bullshit. He's tired of being blamed. He's tired of being cursed. He's tired. He's done nothing but love. Nothing but give. It's us that stands in our own way. And Taurus, I'm sorry, and I love y'all, but y'all one of the main signs that are so stubborn and want to complain. And complain so hard and complain so much, you can't pull your own horns out of your ass to see. This is beautiful. All of it. Everything. It's not just beautiful when you realize it's beautiful. It's always beautiful. The beauty is eternally. I also hear, it don't matter what you look like on the outside as long as you're shitty on the inside. Tauruses sometimes think that, I'm going to look beautiful and it's going to be beautiful. Probably for a lot of females, I feel. But it's not. It doesn't matter about the outside. Appearances can only last for so long, honey. 1 and 1, we create our reality with our thoughts. That's it. That's all. It's a master number. You can even break that down if you want. Put 2, balance. Balance between spirit and earth. Find that balance. Tap in. Your ancestors are all around you. All in here. Talking, whispering, hugging, loving. They're there. The web weaver. Synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. For every action is a reaction, and that's what you need to understand. That is my message for you. That is their message for you. Everything happens for a reason. There's a divine knowing. Even if you don't know, even if you can't see, there is still a very divine knowing going on behind the scenes. 4 is angel protection. Angels. Just a reminder that they're there. All you have to do is ask. All you have to do is ask. Now, let's not get it fucked up. We don't pray to angels. That's not what we do. But we do thank them. We thank them. I have my grandma, Darlene, rest her beautiful soul, rest her beautiful everything. She sits and she smiles. And that's how I remember her, just smiling. She always seemed to be, when we were younger, I maybe she was a little mean. But as she grew, as she got closer to God, as things moved in her life, she was one of the nicest people that I ever met. She smiled so big. She was so sweet. She was just life had made her hard. It had made her hard. And when I was younger, I was in the thick of the hardness of her life. Before her relationship with God really ensued. Because as her relationship with God ensued, I realized something. I realized that she was changing because she realized that everything that she had been through didn't mean anything. She was still very much who God sent her in this world to be. Human. And being human is like I said, that's the least of us. That's the lowest vibrational part of us. Everything else about us is up there. But we weigh ourselves down with our choices. We weigh ourselves down with our shame, with our guilt, with our lack of remorse, with our unwillingness, our unkindness. We do that to ourselves. God has nothing to do with that. If I give you an apple and I give you an orange and you choose apples and you're mad as fuck because you have apples, why am I being cursed? Why are you cursing at me? I gave you a choice. And if you make seemingly to you the wrong choice, that's your problem. But learn from that. If you don't like the way the apple tastes, then in the future, when I offer you apples and oranges, choose the orange. You might like oranges. Might not be as appealing, but you might like oranges. And you might decide that you want to stick with oranges because oranges are sweeter, oranges are softer. Oranges are orange, they're vibrant, they're happy, they smell good, it lifts you up. If you decide that you want to stay with oranges, if you decide you're going to keep getting oranges, or if I say, okay, I've got apples, I've got oranges, but only the ones that do what I say, or only the ones that stay true to themselves get oranges. It's not even do what I say, only the ones that take notice of what I say and decide that they want oranges can have these oranges. It's up to them whether they have the orange, though. And you get the opportunity to get this orange and you get the opportunity to get this apple and you've tasted this orange. You've seen what oranges can do for you. But you can only have oranges if you act in such a way that is worthy of these oranges. And if you were told the only way to continue to be able to be eligible for these oranges is kindness, are you not going to continue to be kind? Or are you going to keep kidding yourself into thinking that you want apples and then be shitty, salty, and mad at every fucking body else because you chose apples? I mean, let's really think about this. Let's really break this down. How can someone who continuously self-sabotages themselves and continues to pick apples lead the future? They're not showing these children, they're not showing these people. These are sweeter. They're softer. If you are kind, you can have those sweet, soft. Why keep leading them astray? What do you get out of it? And that's what we have to ask ourselves. If the answer is nothing, then why are you doing it? For every action is a reaction, Taurus. The Rainbow Prince. Compensation. Perseverance. Keep going the right way. It doesn't always look the prettiest. Sometimes it's the looks that get people in a vibration. It's not even, people aren't taught to sense situations out. We're not taught to use our sixth sense, Taurus. That's why it's new to you. Because sixth sense, that even ties into like the gut, that's feelings. We're not taught to use those. We're only taught to believe what's in front of our eyes. And that's what makes a matrix a matrix. Not believing that you create your own reality, believing the reality that is set up for us. Because the powers that be know that in order for us to see what they want us to see, we have to feel a certain way. We have to vibrate a certain way. Once we start to feel and vibrate higher, you're out. Compensation, perseverance. warm. Usually when I'm warm like this, there's downloads. Tons and tons of downloads. I've been receiving so many over the past couple days, and they are all about children. All of them. That's why my purpose is becoming clear. Everybody should be. Compensation. You will be rewarded for your kindness. You will be rewarded for your efforts. You will be rewarded, but there has to be effort. You have to put something in to get something out. If I don't put 25 cents in the gumball machine and the gumball machine is 25 cents, I'd be a fool to expect a gumball. That's child analogy, just trying to go with the theme of keeping us like children. Perseverance. You will be gifted. This rainbow right here to me is a symbolism of God's promise. God has a lot of promises. People see that when these promises aren't happening or aren't seeing in front of their eyes, people like to get shitty. But that's where trust comes in. Gotta trust that higher power. 2 is balance. Balance between here and there. Balance between spirit and earth. Balance between what is and what isn't. Balance between truth and lie. Your truth and a lie. 6, spend time with your 3-year-old. That's the only way home. 6 and 2 is 8. You reap what you sow. You get what you put in. You get what you put out. The message really couldn't be any clearer at this point, Taurus. It couldn't be any clearer. Now, what I like to do, being in Positive Patty AM, I like to sweeten the pot. I like to do Sweet Angel Message to try to get Sweet Angel Message to try to get us where we need to be. I like angels because they come in and they tie things up and they sweeten the pot, but they're real though. This is the 8 Archangel card deck. Archangels are all the angels that God has that he divvies up. I don't even think that's all of them. I think there's a few more, but divvies them up to, have domain over certain areas of life, because there are so many areas of life. And you have heard of Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. There's a few other ones. Me, I resonate with this. Everybody isn't going to resonate with everything. So if you're not with it, if you don't feel it, that's fine. Angels don't have to be archangels. They can be, like I said, angels can be your ancestors. They can be a grandma that just passed, a grandpa, an uncle, an aunt, a niece. Any of those things. All right. All is well. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Told you, Taurus, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. You just do what you feel like you need to do. Heavy on the feels, because you need to practice using your 6th sense. Be patient with it, though. Clairsentience. Archangel Raguel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. You're being guided, divinely guided. You're loved. I feel grandmama energy. I don't know if y'all have ever heard the saying that that your grandma's prayers is the reason why a lot of us are still here.
I thought you had someone in here.
I'm busy. Sorry guys, is the reason that a lot of us are still here. And I get grandma energy. My grandma had passed. A lot of people's grandmas passed. But I've been doing a lot of readings this year where I'll see something or feel something of the essence of a grandma. Gives me the color pink. Doesn't even have to be just grandma. It could be great grandma. It could be great great grandma. I definitely feel feminine energy. Divine feminine energy. And they're here to mother us. Mother Earth is in high. So I feel like, just the relationship from grandmas being around us and guiding us, and even having some pictures around my out, but I do feel that connection there. Courage. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Y'all can do that because y'all have throat chakra. This is Taurus all the way. Y'all got that big throat chakra energy. Sometimes y'all just say shit and don't even think about it. But you have to Be brave. Not even that, we're in Leo. You see that little line back there? And there's the Lion of Judah is returning. Lots of that energy going on. But not even that. She says to just be brave. Be brave. Stand up for what you believe. Speak. Be vocal. God gave you a voice to use. Use it. But use it intentionally. Don't just say anything that comes out the mouth. Speak. Prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Same archangel, actually, Ariel. She is over animals, humanity, and our material needs. That's why she's got that lion back there. Lots of animals have passed, but if you feel it, if it's put on your heart to adopt an animal, a cat, a dog, shit, fish, animals, pull your animals in. Pull your animals in. Get to know your animals because we're all connected. Maybe that's why. If you feel lonely and you've been wanting connection, get an animal. We are all connected, everything. The plants, the stars, the moon, me, you, black, white, green, purple, gray. Doesn't fucking matter. We're all created. We're all connected. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Your needs will be met. Focus more on your passion. Focus more on your purpose, Taurus. And everything will fall in line. Heavy fours, lots of angel protection. It is your time to shine. Don't be afraid. I know some of you Tauruses, people probably have shushed you. Because sometimes y'all think without speaking, that's just that. I mean, but get in your own head and decipher which voices are yours and which voices are not. You're fine to speak. God put us here to speak. Speak freely. I'm actually thinking about getting a tattoo on my neck that says speak. Because that's my right to speak. But we live in a place where they want us to be quiet. They want us to quiet down. They want us dumb. They want these children dumb. Because if you don't think that they're purposely giving these children harder work on purpose to make them feel dumb and to fuck up their self-esteem on purpose, to tap in. I'm under the guise that the system is abusing our children on purpose. Mentally, physically, for fucking sure. Emotionally and spiritually. Because it's a spiritual war. And they want souls. You don't have to understand why, but if you know, you know. Do your own research. Taurus, I love you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being present. Practice that sixth sense, and I will see you next month.